Hi, I'm Brenda Teal, and welcome to this Web Extra with Christian singer and songwriter Anthony Evans. You know, Anthony has made 6 studio albums, competed on The Voice in 2012, and recently released a new single, You're Not Finished. Well, I recently talked with him about his music and a matter close to his heart, mental and emotional health. Here's some of our conversation.
But I really believe in doing the work that you have to do to internally operate from a place of peace. Your peace doesn't come from externals. Your peace comes from inside and valuing yourself and loving yourself. And this sounds so like just the typical talk you hear, but it's really serious. When you love yourself, what you allow into your life will change. And the people who are draining you, you'll stop trying to rescue people who are draining you. You won't become a victim to your own compassion and over and hyperextending yourself and draining yourself. And I feel like when you operate from a place of wholeness and peace, everybody wins. You win, and everybody in your sphere of influence wins. And I'm just a big proponent on doing what you can, and then God doing what you cannot, as related to your mental, spiritual, emotional well-being. It's really everything.
Next, Anthony and I talk about what inspired his new single, You're Not Finished.
A lot of times we don't have the opportunity to hang around and get to know people at events because we're always moving to the next one. But at one specific event, I got to talk to one of the guys who works with us. And as he said, tell me something about you I don't know. And he ended up telling me a story about him having AML leukemia when he was 2 years old, being told he wasn't going to live. He had a 10% chance to live. The doctors, there was an injury to his vocal cords. They said, if you live, you'll never be able to speak. And I'm sitting and looking at him like, what in the world? How have I known you if you never told me this story? So we got together and wrote a song to encourage anybody who feels like they're at their 10%. Like there are a lot of us who feel emotionally like we're at our 10%, mentally, spiritually, financially. This is a song to remind us all that God isn't finished with you yet. And the beautiful thing about it is I get to sing it with Caleb Carson, who is this story. He comes out in the middle of the song and starts singing when he's not even supposed to be able to talk. And it is a moment that I'm honored to be a part of, helping him share his story.
We wrap up our conversation now with Anthony sharing what he's working on next.
There's some Christmas shows coming up also. So that's what I'm working on right now. And also, for the first time, I've taken on an artist to manage, and that is Caleb Carson, the artist I did this song with. So I'm working on his career also, which I'm grateful to do.
Well, if you have not listened to his rendition of So Will I, you are missing a treasure. It is one of my favorites, next to his new single, of course. Thank you so much for listening to my conversation with singer, songwriter, and author Anthony Evans. I'm Brenda Teal, and this is KTBS 3 Web Extra.